Welcome to the final part of my Crochet Keychains Fall Edition. In this tutorial, I will be going over how to make the final keychain for this collection. It is the pumpkin keychain. So I did make this one in a variety of colors. I did a few oranges. I actually did a brown, which I don't have one on hand, and I even did a white. If you are interested and you enjoy this tutorial, please head on back and watch the tutorials for my other patterns, which do include the cute sunflower, spooky ghost, and the candy corn. This tutorial, I will go over all of the things that you need for this product, exactly how to make it with step-by-step instructions, and then how to even add on your own special keychain. I hope you enjoy and stay tuned. To make the pumpkin keychain, you will need the following items: a little bit of polyfill to stuff it, a keychain attachment, alternatively you can just use whatever yarn you have on hand, a 5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, one more thing I gotta grab, a large sewing needle, and then your yarn. For this one, I will be making this pumpkin right here, which is made with the Caron Simply Soft. This is in pumpkin. And also I'm using the Caron Simply Soft Woodland Heather. You can use whatever yarn you would like for this project. Just be sure to use the correct size hook. So if you are making it with a large plush yarn, please use a larger hook. Alternatively, if you are using a smaller or finer yarn, please use a smaller hook. All right, to begin this pattern, we are going to start with the pumpkin base. That is done with your pumpkin color yarn. Feel free to use, honestly, whatever color yarn you would like. As I stated, I've done this in a variety of different oranges. I have even done a white and a brown pumpkin. Whatever you prefer is something you can easily do. You will need your 5mm hook, and we will begin by making a magic circle. That is done by holding your yarn with 2 fingers, wrapping around, crossing with an X, flipping over, and you will go under, over, pull through, and twist. Then slowly pull your fingers out, and there is your magic circle. We don't want to lose this tail here, because that is holding it from closing up. We will start with a chain, and from here we can begin. We will do 6 single crochets into the circle, which is insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Again, that is a insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2. That was 2 single crochets. So you will do a total of 6. And once you have completed your 6 single crochet, you will find your tail and pull it ever so tightly until it is completely closed up. From here, we will begin our first round of increase. An increase is essentially doing 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So you will go back to your starting stitch. Oops, give me 1 second. And you will do 2 single crochet in that same stitch. Oops. I apologize, my pup loves to be a little pain in the butt. And then in the next one, again, you will do an increase of 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And again. All right, I will let you continue on and I will meet you at the end. Now that I've done my 12 single crochet, we will begin with another round of increases. In this one, we will be doing 1 single crochet in the first, and then 2 single crochet into the following. We will repeat this process all the way again, which is 1 single crochet and an increase. All right, I will let you continue on and I will meet you at the end. All right, now that we have our 18 single crochet, we will do another round of increase. This time you will be doing 2 single crochets in 2 different stitches, or sorry, that might be better to explain as 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then an increase. Again, that was 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and an increase. You will continue that process until you have 24 single crochets around. I will meet you at the end. Now that we have our 24 single crochets, we will do one final round of increase. This time we will be increasing on the 5th. So we will do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and an increase. Again, that is single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, and an increase. And you will continue on this process of repeating until you have 30 stitches. All right, now that we've done this, we will continue on with a few rounds of just 30. So you will just do 1 single crochet in each stitch. I will say you can choose which side you prefer. I really do prefer to look at this as my outside versus this as my outside. Do whatever you prefer the most. So from here, we will be doing 3 rounds of single crochet all around. You can do a few more if you would like to have a pumpkin that is longer. But if you do the 3 rounds, it will end up being about this size. So I will let you do your 3 rounds of single crochet and I will continue on with the next steps. All right, I have completed my 3 rounds of 30 and you'll see it kind of just looks like a bowl. I'm actually going to flip it outside because again, I like to have this side as my outside. And from here we will begin a few decreasing rounds. So to begin, we will be doing a decrease of, which will be 3 single crochet and a decrease. So 1, 2, 3, and our decrease is done by inserting your hook, yarn over, pull through, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 stitches and then yarn over and pull through all 3 of those stitches. Again, we will do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and a decrease. You will continue with this process all the way around until you have 24 stitches. All right, that was my first round of decrease, and you'll notice it's slowly starting to come in a little bit more. Essentially, we will be creating a ball and then we'll thread some yarn through to create a nice like pumpkin shape. We will do another round of decrease, and this one it will be 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and a decrease. Again, that was 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and a decrease. And again, slowly but surely, this hole is getting smaller. We will do another round of decrease and then begin to stuff the pumpkin. That will be done by 1 single crochet and a decrease. Again, 1 single crochet and a decrease. Continue on with this until you have 12 stitches. Once you have those 12 stitches, you can stuff your pumpkin with the polyfill. For this, I will tell you, do not overstuff it because we want it to have enough space to kind of be pliable and squishy. For the final round of decrease, we will decrease in every stitch. So that is a decrease and another decrease. I will let you continue on and I'll meet you at the end. All right, now that we have come to the end, what we will do is we will want to create a nice long tail. The tail will be used to kind of tie around the pumpkin to create these little pumpkin ridges all around. So to do that, there's a few different options that I will present to you. I pull it through so there's a nice loop and I just hold it. And you can wrap this around your pumpkin 1, 2, 3 times and cut your tail from there. And that should give you more than enough yarn to create your pumpkin ridges. So now I've cut my yarn, I will pull this right on through, and you will essentially have like a ball with a long tail of yarn. From here, we will start to create those ridges. You will need a sewing needle for this. Alternatively, this is my other option for you. I personally don't like it. It does kind of just leave a little like lines on it. What you can do is you can just wrap this around your pumpkin and you can go to the other side and tie a knot. From here, once you have your knot tied, you can wrap it around your pumpkin again, tie your knot, and then finally wrap it around your pumpkin and tie a knot. The only thing I don't like is I don't like that you can see all of those lines essentially of yarn. The way I like to do it is I will take a sewing needle and what I'll do is I will actually quickly just weave through just to close up that little hole that we had at the end. Alrighty. And pull it nice and tight. From here, what we will do is we will start to create our little ridges. I have to sit for this one. And let me move the table down. I apologize, my chair is quite squeaky. So I like to create 3 different rounds. So I go around my pumpkin 3 times. And the way you do this is you will just weave your yarn, essentially going in a straight direction all the way up until you get to the top. Once you get to the top, you will want to stop so you can pull it tight. Oops. I will say I might need to find my metal hook or my metal needle. These plastic ones can be a little tricky to work with. All right, so I've made it to the top. And what I will do is I will pull this tightly. And if you see, it creates a nice little bump in the middle or a crack in the middle. From here, I will just hold it with my thumb and continue on going down. Again, I want to keep going straight down. Doesn't need to be perfect, but I'm going to continue to go until I get to the bottom side. Oops. And now that I'm at the bottom side, what I will do again is pull it nice and tight. From here, I like to go around 2 more times. If you would like, you can go around more, whatever you would like. I'm going to start going around this way, all the way around, and then I'm going to turn and go around this way. So I'll show you once more, and then I'll have you do the last little bit on your own. You will wave your yarn right on through. This is a super easy pattern, and honestly, you can make this into a larger size, which I actually have done for some pumpkin decor around my house. I had a little bit of an ugly wool yarn that I used. I had no use for it, so I was going to make my pumpkins with it. And let's get it through there. And again, you're going to pull it tight. And then what you will do is you will continue around, go to the bottom, and then go around the other side. I will let you continue to do that, and I'll meet you at the end to show you how to do the stem. All right, so we have made all of our little ridges around our pumpkin. And from here, what I will do is I kind of like to give it a little squish in the center. So I will just feed it directly through the center. Sometimes it can be tough once you have it stuffed with polyfill. And I will kind of just pull it really tight. And then I will do the same thing going through the other side. Feed it right back through to the bottom. Oops. These darn plastic hooks. It's a love-hate relationship. Sorry, and now I'm shaking the camera. And then just pull it super tight. From here, you can honestly weave that in, tie it off however you'd like, and then we will add on the stem. I'm just going to leave it on because I'm actually going to tie it to my stem. And so you're just going to make a slip knot with your stem color. You can do multiple different stems. So as you see on this one, I did 2 stems, and this one I did 1. I'm just going to do 1 because this is kind of a pain in the butt to do. Choose whichever side you want to be the top, and that's where we will add the stem. I'm just going to do it on this side, and you're going to insert your hook anywhere on the top. Try not to take up too much. And you're going to yarn over, pull through, and create a loop. From here, we will be chaining. I like to chain 7 chains. If you are doing 2, I do like to do 2 different sizes. So I'll do one that's 7 and one that's 5, or one that's 9 and one that's 5. So it kind of gives it a cute little variety. From here, what we will be doing is we will do multiple single crochets into the same stitch. So into the second stitch from your hook, what you will do is I will do 3 single crochet in that stitch. 1, 2, 3. And in the next one, we will do 4 single crochet. Essentially doing multiple single crochet into that same stitch will give it like a nice little curl to it. It doesn't make it too curly, but it does add a little bit. And I will do 3 in the next one. If I can even get it in there. And do this however you please. So if you want it to be super curly, do 4 in each stitch. If you want it to just be a straight, you can just do 1 in each stitch. It's completely customizable to whatever you would like. Oops. And I'm just going to do 2 in the last one. From here, what I will do is I will actually cut off this yarn. I'll give it a decent sized tail. Weave that through. And I'm going to take off this sewing needle. And I'm going to attach it to my green yarn quickly. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to weave it somewhere in here. Again, plastic hook, nice pain in the butt. Alrighty. So what I'll do here is I will actually take my green ends, I will tie those together into a nice and tight knot. And finally, with my orange, I'm also going to tie it with my green into a nice and tight knot. From here, you can weave in all of those ends directly to the bottom. Since it's kind of a short tail, I'm going to insert my hook first, or my needle first, and then add in my yarn. I will say this pumpkin pattern is one of my favorites. I have been making pumpkins for nearly 10 years, and this is just a fun one. It's super easy. It's perfect for any gifts or special someone. And I'm just going to pull it on through until I got all 3 of my pieces. And from here, I'm just going to give it a quick snip. And there we have our pumpkin. To finish this off, we can add on a chain of just yarn, or like I like to do is I like to be a little above and put on a keychain attachment. So find anywhere in the center that you'd like your keychain to be attached to, and insert your jump ring, put on the keychain, and close it on up. Just like that. So I hope you enjoyed making this gorgeous pumpkin keychain pattern with me. Like I said, you can do this in so many different colors. This color is peach, this one is white. Again, I've done it in the same brown as this one. And if you did enjoy this pattern, please head on back and view a few of my other fall crochet keychain patterns. This is perfect for market makes, a gift for friends and family, whatever you would like, even if you just want one for yourself. They are so cute. A few of my other patterns in this series are the sunflowers, our nice little spooky ghost, and finally, the candy corn. These patterns are so easy to make, simple to do, and step-by-step tutorials are super helpful. I really hope you enjoyed. If you would like, please find me on Instagram at craft_ventures. Use hashtag craft_ventures to be featured on my page. I'd love to see any of the product that you have made. Feel free to make this and sell it for any kind of fairs or any friends if you'd like to gift it to them. And finally, don't forget to like and subscribe for my YouTube page. I deeply enjoy making all of these patterns, and without your support, this would never be possible. I hope to see you again, and don't forget to stay crafty and stay adventurous until we see each other again.